Hey, Sagittarius, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your April 2023 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Sagittarius, the key theme showing up for you in the month of April, you have body talk, adventure, and you also have conflict. But this can be a good thing because it means you're finding solutions to things that have been challenging. And I certainly see that within your energy here, that you're walking away from some of the struggles, setbacks, limiting beliefs, or energies that were limiting or hindering your success or your progress. So let's start with the conflict here. This is all about you overcoming obstacles or finding solutions, because you may have been struggling in finances and career, within your love life, relationships, or even within your own health goals. There may have been a little bit of tug of war, push and shove, and there may not have been reciprocity. And I am feeling, even though we don't have that Six of Pentacles showing up here for you, I feel that something was at one point one-sided for you, Sagittarius, but now you are able to face those triggers head on. You're able to face the adversity. There may be opposing views from other people around you, family members, children, loved ones, co-workers, but I feel like you're coming up with solutions here. For others of you, I'm getting Five of Wands energy where there may have been a lot of competition. The market may have been saturated wherever you were looking, whether it was for dating, for career, or in your line of employment. And I feel like there's good news coming in for you in the month of April. You do have the Page of Swords here. You have the King of Pentacles. So some of you, it has to do with your finances, your home, your physical well-being as well, because you have body talk here. So some of you, this is about loving yourself every step of the way. It is about taking care of your health. This can even be chakra healing, exercising, mental health, body image as well. Some of you are really taking a look at how you feel on a body, mind, soul level in the month of April. And you're finding solutions on how to feel better within your own skin, right? Whether it's eating healthier, it can be cutting out caffeine or tobacco products, alcohol. It could be just eating more plant-based vegetables, working out more, getting out in nature, grounding yourself. Some of you are even changing your appearance, whether it is through hair, or you may be shifting your energy around, maybe body as well. You may be exercising more, joining a gym. I'm just getting this appearance overall here, but it's on a body, mind, soul level. So it's not just physical appearance, but it has to do with how you feel. We also have adventure showing up. So there could be some exciting times ahead, whether you are planning to travel. This can be new opportunities coming in for you to take hold of, whether it's career, whether it's love. Some of you are going on a spiritual quest. And I do feel you have been on this path of spiritual awakening for quite some time, Sagittarius, but there is an excursion coming in here. There is a new path for you to take. There's new doors of opportunity being open to you at this time. And I feel like you're going to walk through them. You're excited. Now, when it comes to the tarot, in the first half of April, the first couple of weeks, you do have the Page of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So there may have been something that was causing you a little bit of stress, anxiety, worry, concern, sleepless nights. It may have left you tossing and turning, which can be a part of what this conflict was, whatever this imbalance was for you. But the Page of Swords, he's the private investigator, right? He's the one who's always in search of a solution, but he brings a playful mix to it as well. When you take a look at this Page of Swords, it represents this ferret. And for those of you that are familiar with the energy of ferret, they are troublemakers. They can get into everything, right? There is nothing that they cannot slither underneath, or you find them maybe in a cupboard over here or 2 bedrooms away. If you let them roam, they like to have fun. They like to explore. They like to take on a challenge. And I feel like you are exploring new ways to overcome some sort of anxiety that you've had in the past here. Now, mid-month, you have the Lover's card and the King of Pentacles. I love this combination because you're going to choose to make decisions that make your heart happy. This can be about heart health as well. This is about you releasing this anxiety, and there's some sort of decision that either you are making or that may come in externally from an outside source that's going to help you feel more stable, more abundant, more physically secure as well, because the Lover's energy is all about choices from the heart. It's Gemini. It's about making balanced decisions. So it's head and heart as well, but it's about soul contracts, love for what it is that you do, partnerships, the people you are with, and it's coming from that heartfelt center. Combined with this King of Pentacles, this is big boss energy here. This is about you working on your success, your money, your stability, your abundance. A lot of you are working your way to the top, right? You are working your way and you're going to take on a new adventure. And even though there are challenges, conflict, competition, you're not letting that stop you or hinder you, where maybe it had in the past, whether it was a limiting belief, or maybe it was a comment that someone had, or a job interview that you thought you were going to get. It was in the bag, but then they called you and told you you weren't hired. Whatever had taken a knock to your confidence here, the King of Pentacles says you're rising above any of those challenges. And you're going off on this new adventure, and you're seeing things from a brand new light, a brand new perspective. And there's new opportunities coming in for you to grow your wealth, for you to grow. I'm getting your independence as well. Now, some of you, this is about maintaining a sense of discipline, but having fun along the way. So, of course, there are things that we have to do every day. You know, we have to get up and, brush our teeth. I mean, we don't have to. Some people may not do that, but it's something that's expected, right? A responsibility. So, yes, you have these responsibilities, but you can make it fun along the way. On your way to go brush your teeth, do a little dance, do a little jig, sing a song, put out those good vibes, those good energy, because that can really shift the world around you, and it could brighten up someone else's day, including yours first and foremost. When you are in service to others, when you are uplifting the vibe and the energy, other people, other things, other situations can't help but be attracted to you. You're like that lighthouse, that beacon. I'm getting that a lot of you, you're loving what it is that you are doing, or you may get an offer to do something here that you love. There could even be a love offer coming in, if you're looking for love, from someone who has all their ducks in a row, so to speak. They may be an owner of a business. They may be head of a company, CEO. They may be grinding and working their way towards their own success. And I feel like there's a coming together here with this Lover's energy. Partnerships, communication, after a time of a little bit of conflict, push and pull. Some of you, this could certainly be some anxieties and struggles with a partnership in your life, whether it's a romantic partnership, it could be a sibling, it could be a parent, a child. There's anxiety here. Page of Swords can be someone's child, and there may have been a little bit of sleepless nights or stress around them, some conflict with family dynamics, but now you are rising above that. Now, towards the end of the month, Sagittarius, you have the Knight of Wands followed by the Eight of Cups. The Knight of Wands is a fast-moving energy, right? He gets things done. He is very passionate, very excited, and adventure awaits if he is brave enough to take that risk. And look what you have here. You have adventure. You are brave enough to take that risk. You see it here with this Page of Swords, whether that's your energy or whether it's something you are overcoming, climbing to the top. And the Knight of Wands here is someone who rushes into what they believe to be true for them. So when this knight shows up, he's very action oriented. He's a warrior. He gets things done quickly, but make sure that you follow through and stay consistent with your goals, because sometimes the Knight of Wands can look for their next grand adventure, right? They're constantly in search of the next best thing. How do they know that what it is that they're already in isn't always the best thing for them if they were to give it time to blossom and thrive? So that may be something you want to question or ask yourself, or it could be someone else's energy where they're constantly in and out or in search of the next best thing when really what they have is right in front of them. A lot of you are moving on to something more fulfilling with this Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups walks towards their Nine of Cups, but they need to abandon or leave something behind. And it can be a bittersweet moment at times. Think of a relationship that you've been in maybe for 20 years. You've built memories with this person. You've built good and bad. There's been growth. So even though you may be on the brink of a divorce or you've gone through a divorce, there's grief within that union. Even though there may be a little bit of relief, there still could be grief. Same with the job that you've been in for 20 years. You've built friendships, you've built a sense of comfortability, and you've built connections. And moving on to a new position or relocating or retiring can bring a little bit of bittersweet energy, but you're moving on to something bigger and better. Otherwise, if you had bigger and better right in front of you, you would stay and continue to climb and work at that. And I feel you're making that choice. Is something that you are currently in, is there room for growth? Is there room for expansion? If not, you are taking on this new adventure and you're ready to open up to new risk. And this risk here, I feel, is going to pay off. And you know this on a soul level, that it's going to be you following your heart, because that's what you have in the middle of your reading here is that Lover's card. So what do we have when it comes to money, wealth, and abundance? You have the coins and you have the award. This is a powerful duo here, powerful combination. This is about money coming in, good investments. Some of you may even be receiving some sort of payout, payoff, or there could be money coming your way. You may have a career in sales, finances. You may be getting a raise. You may be catching a lucky break as well. I like this. Now, for others of you, there's absolutely an award coming in. You get this payoff or payout energy showing up twice. Now, your recognition is you're going to be paid off here. Recognition for your hard work. So remember what we talked about in the beginning, reciprocity. There may have been something that was off kilter or one-sided. You may have been hustling but didn't receive any recognition. Now is the time that all of that hustle is going to pay off. You're going to either win money, you're going to be noticed, there's advancement here. For others of you, this is professional work, being in the spotlight. It could certainly be fame and fortune, because you literally have fame and fortune coming in here for you, Sagittarius. Others of you, you are getting an award for some sort of accomplishment or milestone. They're showing me some sort of milestone that you're hitting, that you feel like it's an award that you've been handed. So for example, let's say you've hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, right? I believe YouTube, I haven't gotten there yet, but I believe YouTube sends a plaque to you. So it could be you've hit a personal milestone for yourself, but you're also being rewarded for that hard work. So I do feel here that whatever you've been putting your money, your time, your energy, effort into, it's going to pay out in big ways. I love this for you, Sag. All right, when it comes to love, some of you may have been in a little bit of a child custody battle with an ex, or you may have had a little bit of conflict, some tug of war between maybe children, or if you don't have children with this person, it just could be an ex in general. Maybe they're coming back. Maybe there was conflict. They were trying to stir up drama. It's time to release that energy here. I see you walking away from that. The time has come to clear your energy. Now, if you are with someone, maybe you have children, I am getting stepchildren or combined families here. Your love life may be affected by children. I'm getting someone may parent different than a partner, and that may be causing a little bit of strife or conflict within a union. There's solutions here. And I feel the more that you communicate, talk with each other, maybe even seek professional guidance, the more that you'll be able to come together and repair, heal, and mend. Move onward with this Eight of Cups. Next, we have calling in your soulmate. For those of you that are single, this is a beautiful opportunity with the Lovers showing up here and this Eight of Cups to attract a soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So some of you already feel this energy. You feel like you're on the cusp of meeting a person. Maybe you've been dreaming about them, or maybe you've wanted to reconcile with someone here. It looks like you have been feeling a little bit of that conflict in the past, but this is a really beautiful month to open up your heart to love with the Lover's energy. All right, Sagittarius, this is a message from your soul. This is your soul's truth. What do you need to know? I always recommend jotting this down or coming back to this, maybe saving this and watching it later as well. What passion am I ready to pursue? Your passions will continually lead you to your purpose. What passions have you put to the side, given up on, or buried? What passion is ready to come alive within you? Today's soul action, Sagittarius, write a list of the passions to which you want to give life to right now. Then journal how you can incorporate more of what you are passionate about into your daily life. Trust your soul's whispering and let your passions draw you towards your dream life. Because sometimes we get caught up in the mundane. We get caught up in those responsibilities and, raising children, keeping the house, working our 9 to 5, or building a business. We get caught up in those things that we don't always stop and look around and say, am I happy? Right? You get asked the question so many times, what do you do for a living? Or, all of those questions that people ask sometimes, where do you live? What do you do for a living? But you rarely ever hear people ask, are you happy? And so I feel like you are either asking yourself those questions because you have the why here card, and we'll talk about that at the end. But I feel like you're finally starting to ask the questions. What passion am I ready to pursue? What else could this mean, right? What else could this mean? If something didn't go the way you thought it would, what does that mean for you? Perhaps you thought the relationship you were in, it was going to be the one. What if it wasn't, right? What if these are opportunities and these are experiences that we choose to have here on earth? What else could this mean for you? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction, this is important because it's absolutely true. Our first initial reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at the situation today by stepping outside of the trigger. You have the trigger showing up here with the conflict, right? If you are able to look at the situation by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Then you're able to find a solution, Sagittarius. Today's soul action. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment, or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me? Not to me, for me. How is this a gift? How is this challenge that I can't see because I'm stuck in it and I'm full of anxiety, full of fears, full of grief, full of resentment, anger, fear? How can I step outside of that? What else could that mean? Maybe that job loss was the best thing that could have ever happened to you, right? Maybe it's allowing you to go off on your own or work for a company that values you and supports you and leads you towards more of what you love to do, even if it's a stepping stone. What if that relationship didn't work out because you have someone else, another soulmate coming in that is more aligned with what it is that you truly seek, but you're hanging on to the comfortability or hanging on to something that just because you've been in it for 15 years or 15 months or even 15 days for some of you, that there was an attachment being built, but was it healthy? So take a look and see what else this could mean for you. It might just change your world in a very big way. All right, messages from your spiritual team, your loved ones, your ancestors. We have cleanse showing up here. So cleanse is in order. And it says your body, mind, and soul are urging you. And you have body talk here. So do pay attention to the synchronicities that are showing up. Your body, mind, and soul are urging you to take some time out for much needed cleansing. Just as you wash your car, clean the house, or tidy your office, your body also needs care and attention. It's time for some spiritual, emotional, and physical cleansing. And that's what that body talk card was all about. So I'm glad that this came up here. Next, you have ground yourself, being distracted, unfocused, tired, irritated, and impatient. Hello, 9 of Swords. Those are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow Spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect to the divine source. That will also allow you to step outside of the trigger. So if you are feeling triggered more than normal, it is allowing you to see the trigger for what it is and ask yourself, what else could this mean? Because then you can stop the trigger in its tracks. You can move on from it with this 8 of Cups. You can abandon it. You can leave it behind because you've already learned a very valuable lesson. Next, you have embrace the moment, Sagittarius. Embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you, my beautifuls, are changing your own energy. You're vibrating at a higher frequency. Therefore, you are no longer going to want to feel that energy of judgment, whether it's judging yourself or judging others. And you're going to notice that trigger when you're in it. And you're going to say, hey, this doesn't feel good to me, right? Because judgment can become an addiction. Believe it or not, we start to judge others because we feel like it fills a piece of us when really it doesn't, right? It harms, does more harm than good. There's no good in judgment, actually. And so what's happening is you are going to acknowledge what those rooted fears are that we talked about, that first initial response. And you're going to say, wow, okay, this is a response because of what happened to me, but now I'm able to deal with it, move onward, find a solution, and move forward into more exciting times. So embrace the moment. There's a lot of positivity coming in here for you. So Sag, if you have felt stuck, if you felt like you were delayed or you've gone through a tower moment, I have posted collective readings on how to overcome those situations. I'll link them in the description box below if you'd like to check them out. They're for all signs, collective messages. Your spirit animal totem is the koi fish, one of my favorites. Koi fish represent longevity, prosperity, and it says there is always enough. It's card 36. Some of you may be 36 years old. You may have a birthday on the 3rd, 6th, or 9th, or you may be a life path or personal year of 3, 6, or 9. There's always enough. Right? We don't have to be in that scarcity or poverty conscious mindset. We don't have to judge because there is enough, despite what societal standards have put out there, taught us, or what we have ingrained within our limiting belief system. There is always enough. And lastly here, you have the why card. This is all about asking the bigger questions. What are the motives driving your intention? The power of knowing the why. There is great power, Sagittarius, in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you are asking these questions. Why are you asking? Why are you looking for these answers? Why are you behaving in this way? And most important, why are you making this choice? Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intentions will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. Okay, this is a very powerful energy. I'm going to read to you as well the prosperity message because it doesn't matter what the motive is. It's not good or bad, Sagittarius, but it's knowing the why. That's part of the key. Knowing the motives behind your career and creative venture is the ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by a desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose or by a need to make money, acquire things, save for the future, or all of those things? No motive is good or bad, but having agendas hidden from yourself will lead to disappointment and possibly failure. Be clear about why you want the things you do. If the motives are true, accept them. If they are not true, change them so you can step into your extraordinary life. Yes, this is very, very powerful. So, for example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better. And that's okay because fame would cause people to admire and approve of you. Or you may want to reunite with a partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong, but deep down what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now is the time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choice. What you uncover will set you free and bring you even closer to the happiness that you seek, Sagittarius. Remember, there is no good or bad motive, right? This is about you knowing what that motive is true for you. And then you're going to see that window of opportunity, that door of opportunity that we talked about earlier, opening up, flourishing, where you're going to invite in new relationships, new opportunities, new travel, right? Exciting times ahead. And you're going to be vulnerable as well. Throw your hands up in the air like he is there and say, I'm ready for this next adventure. I'm ready for the ride. It's time to buckle up because here I come. And I feel like this is your energy here where you are ready for the next best thing for you. I hope this resonates, Sagittarius. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell button. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for tuning in. Lots of love.